Very jolly good afternoon to you from a very warm, very sunny and busy Gdansk here in northern Poland. Welcome to this vlog, and just this one's going to be a fairly short one today. Just going to do a bit of a wander around the old town. I'm just outside the main railway station at the moment. I've just got to go and drop my bags off at my accommodation, and then I shall pop straight back out and we'll head into the old town, have a little look around. See what there is to see. There's some brown coloured tourist signs just here pointing me in various directions with rather useful English translation on there, including the Museum of Solidarity. If anyone's old enough to remember that, then they'll remember Lech Wałęsa, which is what the airport is also named after. And there's one or two other interesting places to look at here, including the Golden Gate. So we'll have a little look at that. I'm not sure I'll be going in any museums today. It's far too nice to be inside, I think. But yeah, let's have a little look around Gdansk. It's been a while since I came here, and I didn't really do a proper vlog when I did come the last time. So here's the chance. So first off, a little tip for you. Needed to get some cash actually. Tried at the airport, but there was only those Euronet ATMs. And they usually rip you off, and got into the city, and that's all I could find. So I googled banks. Today's a Sunday actually, so all the banks are actually closed. However, that's the Bank of Poland, and or a branch of it at least, and it has an ATM outside, so there's no additional fees on top. However, once again, as per usual, it offered me the price for 500 zloty, which is just over £100 in Polish notes, and for them to convert it for me, it was going to cost £115. Yeah, so decline the offer, guys. Decline the offer. If you've got a card that doesn't charge you anything to draw cash out in foreign currencies, which I have, in my case the Chase card, but there are plenty of others that also have that, and it came out at £102 for exactly the same amount of money, a saving of 13 quid just to decline the offer. Obviously you need a card that doesn't charge you at the at your end, so to speak. But anyway, I'm going to carry on now. I'm going to head towards the old town area, which is absolutely beautiful, through the golden arch, is it golden something, and let's see what's happening there. Should be very busy today, I'd have thought, because it's beautiful weather, it's a Sunday, and everyone will be out and about. So I'm suffering a little bit of or having a bit of renovation at the moment. I do love the old town here in Gdańsk. Of course, this part of the city is obviously a tourist trap, the prices to go with it, but everything's still pretty reasonable in any case. Nothing too crazy like you will find in some places, but of course, just beware. Somebody might try it on with you. Highly recommend the donuts if you see any here in Poland in general, not just in this part of it. You get a lot of donut for your money, and I just love the fillings. I've mentioned this before. I find American or British donuts tend to have very, very sweet fillings, and while you can get those here, a lot of them are the jam ones, tend to be quite tart, which I like in comparison to the sweetness of the donut itself. So yeah, I'm a bit of a fan, probably slightly too much so, because more than one of those a week is probably not a good idea, and definitely one a day is a very bad idea. Lovely little streets to wander around. I've still got my bag with me at the moment actually. I'm just going to go and get rid of that in a few minutes, and then resume back out here. for a more thorough wander around this beautiful city. It is a Sunday, as I say. Some of the shops are closed, but of course in this part of the town most of them are actually open because it's a touristy day. Some nice smells coming out of some of these cafes as well. And I love the buildings. Very similar to Poznan, Krakow and Wrocław. Really great vibe here. It's very typical of Poland in general, very clean. Not too many, let's say, undesirables hanging about, if any at all. And when you walk in the railway stations, which, if you ask anyone that's been to Germany recently what it's like outside and inside railway stations, usually the smell of weed, and a whole heap of undesirables hanging around. Now, I'm not saying that sort of thing doesn't happen here in Poland too, but I've not seen it yet or smelt it. And yeah, just a really, really nice vibe that makes you feel quite safe. And the people here are lovely and friendly too, without exception. And if you can throw in a bit of the odd Polish word just to be polite, then that will take you a very, very long way, trust me. But don't overdo it, because you'll just probably sound silly unless you really, really try hard. It's a horribly difficult language to understand. I'm going to somewhere in 2 days' time, and I'm still trying to learn how to say the actual name of the place. So I'll say it now, what I think it is. And between now and then I'll try and hone it and get it right. So if you look out for this video, which will be out after this one, maybe in a few days' time, maybe in a week's time or so, Kołobrzeg, but I've got no idea if that's actually right. I did listen to it yesterday, but I've kind of forgotten. Kołobrzeg, something like that. Right, anyway, I'm going there in a couple of days. I'll be doing a vlog from there, and just out of politeness and courtesy, I'll just try and get that right. And if I've already got it right, then it's more luck than judgment and a miracle. Beautiful skies today, beautiful clear sky. Well, almost as if magic has happened. 3 hours have elapsed. 1 hour of it was spent having some nice food, and 2 hours having an extremely nice nap. So the sun's starting to go down, or it's 7 p.m. and we're in the middle of summer, so the sun won't actually be going down really in reality for another couple of hours, but it's starting to get towards that golden hour here. So I'm looking forward to having a walk down by the waterside here in Gdansk, see what's happening down there. Of course, I was here earlier on. Everyone is still here getting all their selfies and photos taken by this magnificent fountain, and of course the buildings, beautiful. So let's carry on. Let's see what's happening as early evening begins here in northern Poland. I love pierogi. Yeah. Bit warm for that today, I'd say. It's kind of feels more like it should be for winter time. Hard Rock Cafe, find those everywhere. No doubt there'll be a few Irish bars down here as well. Find those everywhere too. Not there's anything wrong with them, just, you know, come on. Absolutely stunning day here today. Radisson Blue. A very old building up there. Usually quite nice Radisson Blues. I imagine that comes with a fairly nice price as well. But it has to be said, cost of living here in Poland is going up, as it is everywhere else. And I'd say it's probably going up quicker than most places. And in the last year or two, I have noticed prices getting very much closer to the kind of prices you would get in the Eurozone. Still way off them, but heading that way. This country is becoming a powerhouse, it's got to be said. Oh, the smell of food tonight is fantastic. Luckily for me, I've not long since had something to eat, so I'm not going to get too distracted just yet, but I certainly will be getting distracted later on. That is for sure. It's coming down to the water now. And of course it's the kind of place where you can get little boat rides and so on. And take a walk up here, see what I remember from last time. What I don't remember last time is this lower level section. I'm sure it was here, but I find that fascinating sometimes, coming to places that I've been to before, looking at them maybe because it's a different time of year. I think when I came before it was end of summer, autumn, maybe not so warm, certainly not as busy as this, and it was a few years ago, so probably a little bit closer to the you-know-what, as they say, the COVID times, when a lot of people weren't travelling, so it was possibly the reason why. But today it is it's doing really well down here and looking beautiful as well. There's food spots and food hall over there, which is interesting me a little bit because, as I say, I've already eaten a fair bit this afternoon. Might fancy something else to eat later. If that's a little bit of street food vibe going on over there, then I think I might pay that a call. Hopefully cross over the river at some point further down. If not, come back down here and give it a whirl. There's a pedalo heading this way. There we go. Oh, the bridge is the bridge that opens every so often is just closing again, or opening in terms of people being able to walk across it. Didn't see any, I don't know what went under it. Obviously it's moved out the way for boats coming by. I'm sure it wasn't moved out the way for the pedalo. And yeah, people will be able to start walking across there in a few minutes. The ship there, Sowdeck I think it's called. Certainly there before. Ten food spots and 2 bars. That is interesting me now. Didn't notice that last time I was here, so I'm going to definitely be giving that a try later on. Bit of a bottleneck just on the riverside path here, with everyone waiting for the gates to open and let everybody across. Seems quite automated actually. And suddenly it's rush hour on the bridge. Great atmosphere down here tonight. No silly behaviour, just people having a nice time, nice and relaxed, enjoying themselves, going in the bars and restaurants and cafes here. And thus far, no silly behaviour, which is always gets my vote. Getting too old for that kind of thing. Sounds like the bridge is ready to go up again. Big queue of people waiting to go across, and not entirely sure why it was down in the up in the first place. Not seen any particularly high boats going underneath it, unless it took them a long time to put it back after a boat had gone. And the boat went before I got here, but I've been here a while now, so I'm not really sure. Stampede across the bridge now is about to ensue. Just walking away from the main touristy drag, if you like, back there, the prettiest bit, to slightly less pretty, but nevertheless interesting all the same. I was just walking out of the away from the old town with slightly more modern looking buildings, restaurants, and of course the ubiquitous can't even say it today, Żabkas everywhere you go, little convenience stores. Ubiquitous. Not sure if there's any other crossings up here, but I'm just going to go a little way further just to see if there is. If not, then I shall walk back this way and cross over at that first bridge that we came to, and check out the other side. Maybe grab something to eat in a little while. Oh, brass band playing. Kind of coming to the end of the let's say pretty bits now. There's a pathway through that those hoardings there, so just out of curiosity I'm going to head down there. Mainly decision made on the fact that a river cruise boat has just come from that direction, so I'm kind of assuming there is something up there of interest to see. Although there is a a certain amount of building work going on just at this end of things. Looks like some more apartments or a hotel going up there. And kind of industrial units over on the other side there. It's quite chilled out actually. Now the sun's just beginning to go down and the temperature's dropping a bit. Got up into the high 20s today here, but in a fairly non-humid way, so that was nice. Not really sure what's down here, but I'm going to give it a quick look anyway before I head back. The hoardings here they've got some very interesting photographs on the side showing what the old Gdansk used to look like, and a bit of information on the history of this area when it was much more industrial. And is that who I think it is? Maybe not. There's a lot of shipyards here, and brought to life back in the 1970s, late 70s, early 80s maybe, with the man that went on to become the Prime Minister, WWII, and his solidarity movement. Some big cranes over there. I'm wondering if that's the actual shipyards or those original ones have closed down, and I know there's like a new shipyard here, and perhaps that's it. This is going to be a really nice area once it's finished as well. It's just that it's under construction still at the moment. I'm going to keep going because it's a beautiful evening and I'd hate to waste it. The old buildings over there looking a bit dilapidated. This is a really cool place to finish up at the very end of the walk, really. I'm not sure I can carry on too much further, but a bit of a pop-up bar going on here by these old industrial buildings. A few people sat out here having a beer or two, overlooking the, well, I suppose you could say world-famous dockyards. Oh, I love this place. Well, all I can say is if you are in town on a nice, beautiful summer's evening, walk up to this end bit here. Absolutely oozes with atmosphere. Just people sat here having a little a beer or soft drink from this pop-up bar just there. Absolutely fantastic. And that is the Lenin shipyard, as was, now called the Gdansk shipyard, where Lech and all his friends did their thing back in the day. So it's a lot of history around here, and still being redeveloped, and lots of bits been knocked down over there, and new sort of modern apartment blocks and so on going up, which is pretty standard for everywhere you go to, particularly fairly shallow ports such as this one. Right, I'm going to head back to the main drag now and hopefully find something to eat before we wrap this one up. That bridge is up again. I think it just goes up, whether there's boats coming or not. There seemed to be kind of a timetable next to it when I walked past the other way, but I didn't really understand what it meant. So I'm just assuming that rather than have someone there put the bridge up every time a boat needs to go underneath it that's too high, they just it just goes up on particular times, and if you've got a boat, you turn up at those times. But I may be wrong. Really nice now. Sunset, and we're in that kind of golden hour. Everyone just chilling out before they head home. It is a Sunday, so many here today will be back to school, back to work, whatever, tomorrow. So yeah, basically what that's saying is 25 minutes it's open to walk across, 25 minutes it's closed or open if you're a boat to sail past, and 5 minutes at each end of that to open and close. There you go. It's taken me a couple of walk pasts to work that one out. Reminds me of a ship I was on in Australia. Well, I'll say ship. Large boat. Right, made it back to the main little area in the centre. Just hoping I get to the bridge before it lifts up again. That's if it does lift up again tonight. Might be... oh, there we go. Is that the warning? Get off the bridge. I knew that was going to happen because I want to get over the other side, but I think I've missed it. Walk all the way around the end and back again, I think, because I want to pop over to that food place, grab something before I head back for the night. What a fantastic city Gdansk is. As I say, I've been a couple of times before, different times of the year. But I've certainly never been on a beautiful summer's evening on a Sunday, and it's certainly shining tonight. Very busy and really chilled out and laid back. Yeah, of course, I have missed the bridge, so I want to carry on walking, and I want to be just over there somewhere. Ooh, that's an annoying noise. So I'm going to check out this food hall, see if it's how I think it's going to be, or how I hope it's going to be. Let's go in and have a look. Well, that was absolutely wonderful. There's a good array of stuff in there actually, and I had the most Polish of meals. I had a mutton biryani. Fantastic, thoroughly enjoyed it, absolutely full to the brim. Right, that's it. I think it's going to stay quite lively down here for a little bit longer, but I've had enough for one night. I'm going to head back to my accommodation and chill out. Loads more content coming your way very soon, from Poland, from Britain and other places too. So if you like what you've seen, subscribe, press the yellow bell thing, and that'll let you know when the new content comes out. But from the very centre of this lively and fascinating and lovely city of Gdansk, thank you for watching. I'll catch you again very soon. Cheers for now. Take it easy. Bye bye now.